What's going on, man?
That's my shirt.
Oh, that shirt looks badass. Where'd you
Yeah,
get that?
Awesome.
I just bought it off of eBay.
They're already hawking us, huh?
Yeah, $200. Not bad. Says
Damn.
limited.
Now I know where I can
Limited
get one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wonder how much the signed one will go for.
Oh, forget it. Expensive. Kind
Yeah.
of like a Gene Simmons autograph. You can't get it.
Yep.
Too much,
Yep.
too much. So, Rebels Opera. Welcome to RockEyez, you guys.
Thanks for having us, man.
Hell
No
yeah.
problem.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. So, I heard the one song that you put out. It was Smile Now, Cry Later.
Yeah.
I posted it on, some of the media stuff. Everybody loved it.
Nice.
Everybody loved it. They said, I never heard of the band,
Yeah.
but I loved the song. But now they heard of it. So,
Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
that's a step up, So, cool.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I wanted to know a little bit about the early days of the band, how everybody got together and stuff like that.
Well, we're still early because we've only been together since what, April?
Yeah. March, April. Yeah.
March, April. So I'll start and then you chime in after I'm done, Tate, if I leave anything out. But basically, Tate, Clint, and Grady, we've all known each other in the Nashville rock scene for years. Their other band that they were involved with opened for a band I was involved in. And, in Nashville, it's primarily country, but, us rock guys stick together. And I always liked these dudes. And so we started talking. And so, yeah, March, April this year, we said, hey, let's build a kick-ass rock band together. And they were all in, and here we are.
Yep.
And tell me some of your influences, because you definitely sound a little bit like AC/DC. A lot of people are telling me that, and which is great, I think.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because everybody's a fan of AC/DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think collectively we all have our own different influences for sure. But like as a band, I would say AC/DC kicks, Cinderella, early Def Leppard. That's kind of the vibe that we're going for, like High and Dry era.
Yeah, definitely. When we sat down, Tuck Smith, who has been quite successful in his own with the Biters, I call him Mr. Hook. He's a great producer, and so I was actually involved with him before Tate and Clint came along, and Grady. And when we started kind of really building the sound, we said, hey, this is the idea. We want to build it around that tried and true late '70s, early '80s, big hook, guitar rock, arena rock, if you will. Not so much, Poison, Warrant. Nothing against them at all. Love them too. I'm a product of the '80s, but this project is clearly rooted in AC/DC, Kicks, and Cinderella, and I think you can hear that. But we don't want to just be an AC/DC clone band. We want to bring a modern twist to it and our own kind of style to it. But we love that classic rock sound.
Cool. And that's basically what a majority of the people want now. They want that vintage stuff. Like, not too many people watch the newer videos, and they only want to see like the old stuff and hear the old stuff with newer bands like you guys.
Yeah, I think there's as these legacy bands, if you will, start to kind of wind down. I mean, my buddy Ace, he's gone, unfortunately. Bless his heart. Big influence on me. And as these, Ozzy, he's gone. He's a huge influence on these guys.
Oh, yeah.
And we want to pay homage to those folks, but also we want to carry the torch. We want to, when we recorded this album, the first 5 tracks, we recorded in Marty Fredrickson's studio, in Sienna studio in Nashville. Name a band, Buck Cherry, they've recorded there. And so just wanted to really hone in that spirit of classic rock, and nothing against bands that use AI or keyboards or sampling or anything like that. There's a place for that art, but our art is rooted in Highway to Hell, freaking High and Dry. Yeah. So that's
Black.
Yeah. Back in Black. So that's what we're going for.
Yeah.
Cool. Tell me a little bit about the VIP only demos where people could go listen to some of your tracks.
Yeah. So one of the things, we want to do is we want to develop a community and people who dig this kind of stuff. And so one of the perks we have is it's free to join our email list. And so we what we're doing is by you giving us your email, you're saying yes, we want to be part of the Rebels Opera VIP crowd. And what we're going to do is we send out our demos. These are rough demos that we've recorded with Tuck in his studio. They're drum machines. I think the Down with the City has a couple cracks in Tate's voice. Yeah. He's probably going to be mad at me because I say that.
No, well, but the demo does.
Yeah, the demo does. Yeah,
not anymore.
Yeah, the polished version that's coming out, is all cleaned up. But becoming a VIP with us, we really want to grow and connect with you. And it's free to join, and we send them one email a week, just keeping you in tune with what's going on with the band, and give you inside information you won't find on social media or anywhere else. Because you're one of our VIPs, and you get one of those placards. I think you got one, right?
Yep. I got it.
So it's free to join. Just go to any of our socials, and we'd love to have you join the list. And you can opt out if if you're not digging it, you're getting too many emails once a week. Then opt out, but you still get the demos.
Yeah. Not as many as the governor's race and stuff like that. I get 10 emails a day. Oh, vote for this, vote for that, vote for that. I says, I'm not voting at all now. Stop.
No shit. Yeah.
I'm going to vote, but I mean, they get to be annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. We won't spam you. We just do one email every Thursday, just kind of keeping you in tune, and you'll get an early. I think we actually sent out the video a week early to our VIP, and we'll probably do the same with the album. Like our VIPs will get early access to everything.
Mm-hmm. And this week was Love Like a Wire, which I got today.
Yeah, Love Like a, if you like Angus Young, frickin' what's the Angus song? What's the Angus song? We always say that. I can't think of it.
Love Like a Live Wire is one of my personal favorites that we've written and recorded so far.
I'm drawing a blank. When you hear it, you'll know it. It's off of Highway to Hell, the song I'm thinking of.
A Whole Lot of Rosie?
No. Anyway, I can't remember. It's good that I can't think of it because it's our own. So,
cool. Tell me a little bit about Rockfest 2025.
Yeah.
That was fun as hell, man. Yeah, that was a blast. Yeah.
All right.
That was our second show.
Yeah.
And that was a hell of a second show to have for sure.
Yeah, there was about 1,000 people there, and we opened up for Slash's son's band. I forget the name of his band.
Return to Dust.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And yeah, it was great. We were on the second biggest stage, and it was a great kickoff for the band, and we made lots of great friends up there, and it was a good way to kick the new band off.
Well, tell me a little bit about RFL Music Entertainment, what they do for you.
Yeah, John over there is great, and his team has been helping us. When we knew we were having this new single come out, you only get one chance to make a first impression.
Right.
And so we've tapped a lot of relationships in the industry that these guys have had, that I've had, that Tuck's had, and so we have a lot of people involved, but what RFL's done for us is run our PR campaign. So they're getting us in touch with people like yourself, the online radio community, press releases. They've been enormously helpful in getting our name, and especially as a new band. If you're a new band out there, they're just a great resource for you. So they've been really good with us and helping us get the word out. That's the biggest thing with bands these days. They put songs out. I'm guilty of it too in the past. Put a song out and just hope something happens. Well, if you're not willing to bet on yourself,
right?
Who's going to bet on you? So you've got to get out there and promote yourself, and they're helping us do that.
Yeah.
Okay. How difficult is it to make an impact in music now these days? For me particularly, I get between 200 and 300 emails a day of bands wanting to be noticed. Mm-hmm. Naturally I can't do them all, but I do listen to at least a couple tracks on each, email and stuff like that. But it's very difficult, to help everybody. So how difficult is it for you guys, being the band itself, trying to make a name for yourself?
You want to take that one, Tate?
I don't don't know. I kind of feel like you might want to want to take that one.
I don't know if you noticed, there's a little bit of an age gap between us, you know. So I'm kind of the seasoned OG, you know, that's been through some road dog fights, and he has too. So he's just being a little shy, but no, it goes back to what I said. If you're not willing to bet on yourself, you've got to bet on yourself. I commend the guys and gals giving you an email, but you've got to back it up in all facets. I mean, connect with people, build relationships, and don't be
afraid to go out and network with people.
Yeah. Right. Network and don't be and don't make it just all about what I need. You know, you notice we promote you, we promote John. We try to reciprocate, you know, make it a win-win, and so forth. But you know, that's just the nature of the world. You know, when I was in the 80s, you know, it was get down to Hollywood, get the record deal, get the one ballad on MTV, you know, and then you had the rest of your life, you know, was easy peasy. Well, that never happened for most of us. And, but now it's a different world with social media and, you know, music has unfortunately become somewhat of a commodity in terms of, you know, because of the ease of use. So you have to do other things, you know, play live, have merch, build relationships, build a community. And it takes hard work, you know, just make a decision. This isn't a hobby for us. You know, we're in it for the long run. And if it's just a hobby, that's great. Recognize it, but don't get upset if you don't get the results you want, you know? So you got to go all in if you in any business and any venture you do, it takes effort and commitment, you know, to do.
Cool. Tell me a little bit about the 10-song album coming out in 2026. Can you tell me anything about
it? Yeah. Well, I mean, we have what, 6 or 7 songs already done. At the moment, and got 3 more or so to go and write, and we've already recorded what, 5, about half of them. 5 so far.
2 are mastered, and with Anthony Fox, who's done Buck Cherry, and he's working on Night Ranger right now. Night Ranger has something new coming out. I probably shouldn't have said that, but anyway, he's working with us. And then what's our schedule? What did we say? We're going to come.
Well, so Down with the City is going to come out January 15th, right?
Yep, that's right.
And March 15th. Love Like a Live Wire will come out as the third
full video with each of these.
Yep. And then May 15th, the record is going to come out. That's our plan. So,
is it coming out on vinyl?
Yes, absolutely. I'm an old school guy, so we're gonna have we're gonna have CDs, cassettes, vinyl,
physical copies, and it'll, of course, be on all the streaming platforms. So.
Yeah, we'll probably have some kind of a VIP access pre-order vinyl. You'll kind of get it first, kind of thing. You know, an early. Somewhere in April, with the streaming and all that coming out on the May 15th. You know, we're still working out some of that strategy, but you know, you got to be creative these days. You know, it's what it's all about. You know, and create some scarcity, if you will. And write good songs, man. I mean, what'd you think of the song? Did it stand out?
I loved them all. You know, and then I went to YouTube and checked out the live streams that you did too. You know, so I listened, you know, to the songs that you sent me, and then I listened to the live streams on YouTube. So they were all great. You know, there wasn't nothing, you know, bad about any of them.
Thank you.
Know,
well, we appreciate that, and we take pride in nothing against bands that do this. No laptops, no backtracks, straight Marshalls, guitars,
100-watt Marshalls, and plug in and play.
Just like the old days. I can't run that shit anyway. You know, these guys can because they're younger than me, but I can't, you know, I don't even use any ears or anything. So, you know, it's just old school rock and roll, man.
Loud and proud.
Yep.
You guys have any merchandise you like to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, I got a barrel of it sitting here. You know, you've got one of the shirts on there. We've got some stickers and stuff. We're working. Clint's working too on getting a merch online where you can order. And certainly at our shows, if you come to one of our shows, we'll have some.
We'll definitely have.
Merch
at our shows.
Hope to get some trucker hats and stuff, and we're always looking to our fans. What do they want, you know, and so forth. But we don't really have a website or anything set up. We're still early in the process, but we should have something by the end of the year. You know, if you want to go online, you can go to Spotify and click the merch tab. There should be something set up before the end of the year on that.
Well, when you did that live show, did you go out and meet the people, the fans and stuff after the show?
But the Rockfest show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we told everybody, hey, we were handing out the we were handing out
We were
the
on stage handing them out,
VIP
too.
the VIP thing you got. I got one floating around here somewhere.
Yeah,
But we were throwing them out. We said, hey, come to the side of the stage, and we had a line of probably 25, 30 people waiting, and we shook hands and took pictures, and we do that at all our shows. We want to connect with the fans and be with them, and that's what it's all about, and we're not too good to meet. Not that we're just we're just fans like everybody else, man, and we're just trying to make great music. And if people want to come meet us and hang out and talk to us, we're more than happy to do that.
What was the feeling like when they were asking for autographs?
Oh, it was cool, man. It was great. I mean, again, that was our second show, and we didn't have any music out, and so. I mean, literally, you just come out there guns blazing, hoping that the crowd is going to dig you, and they have, you don't have anything released.
Yeah, and I think
so. It was really cool though to see people, get into it.
Yeah, and I think what helps with that is the songs. At the end of the day, it comes down to the songs, and if people resonate with the songs, and clearly they did at that show, one of the things I've noticed being an OG is some of the newer bands. I go to a show. I went to a show the other day here in Nashville, and I came out. I listened to 10 or 12 songs, and I couldn't name one song.
Wow.
In my day, man, there was a hook. I mean, Gene Simmons says it best. Rock and roll all night, party every day. I hear it over and over. So you'll hear that in our songs, and that just resonates with people, and you remember it, and it makes you feel good, and I think that's what helped us at Rockfest was just connecting with people because the songs are good, and we've got to give credit where credit's due, and that's Tuck, our producer.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, Tuck has definitely brought out the best in us for sure, as far as writing and also recording. He takes his time with us, and we don't rush through the process. We take our time with it, and I mean, I'll do 40 vocal takes if it takes me, just to get it right. Like we don't go back and fix stuff. We don't go back and edit.
Auto tune.
Yeah, none of that. So he's I love him. He's fantastic.
Yeah, it's been great to work with. I call him Mr. Hook because I'll show him some freaking stale 80s riff that I had, from 1988. And then this guy with his killer ass vocals, and then his hook and his producing is just a match made in heaven.
Hey, well, in your earlier days, what are some of the music you listen to?
Some of the music that I listen to?
Yeah, like albums you bought, like when you were young or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, band-wise, I mean, I'm into all the 70s and 80s stuff, without a doubt. Bon Jovi, that's my first rock concert ever was Bon Jovi on the Have a Nice Day tour, 2006. And I like watching John and Richie and the rest of the boys in the band do what they do. I was like, okay, that's what I want to do. Like, this is it. This is exactly what I want to do. I've been playing guitar since I was probably 5 years old.
Wow.
But at that Bon Jovi show, that was like the actual moment. Like, all right, this is it. But other than them, I mean, I love Motley Crue. I love Dokken, Ozzy. I'm also into like Nickelback. I know people are going to probably hate on that, but I love them. Stone Temple Pilots, Foo Fighters, Alice in Chains, Metallica, Boston. I have a lot of different influences for sure.
What about you, Paul?
Yeah, it's funny because there's clearly an age gap if you can't see some of the gray and stuff. But we don't like to talk. I'm always the one bringing attention to it. These guys don't even care. They're just like, you're cool and you play. But it was a Bon Jovi concert at the Cow Palace, and it was on the
it was Slippery When Wet.
Yeah, Slippery When Wet tour, and Cinderella was opening up right when Cinderella came out on MTV. You probably remember. The Shake Me came out, and I went there. I was probably 18, 19. And so it was a Bon Jovi Cinderella show, even though I was a huge Kiss fan, I'd seen Kiss, but it was like really just seeing that all the people in a huge palace coming from a small town. There's more people in the Cow Palace than were in my whole hometown in Northern California.
Right.
And so we were both influenced by Bon Jovi, but just decades apart, which is crazy.
I actually have I don't know if you can see it, but I actually have a "Have a Nice Day" tattoo right here.
Oh yeah.
The album cover.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a great thing. And I just love working with young guys and young kids that dig the old music, but bring something fresh to it and keep guitar music alive, man.
Yeah.
Is it easy for you to believe, like an old guy like me, liking your music? In December, I'll be 67. Okay?
You're a spring chicken. I thought you were younger than me.
Hey. So,
no, dude, we're honored, man. Absolutely. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it like we'll take we have listeners from 18 to your nephews are 16, 15 or something.
Oldest 16,
yeah, they're into it. We've got guys and gals in their 60s and 70s, and that's what's great about the classic hard rock realm is that it touches across generations, and that's the beautiful thing. It speaks to everybody, black, white, Hispanic.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It's just a great thing, and it brings people together, and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Cool. So what is the ultimate goal of the band once the album's released?
Well, that's kind of a loaded question, but I'll take the lead on that one because he's young, so he's ready to tour the world. Go on a freaking 6-month tour with Airborne.
Put me in that tour bus. I'm down. Let's go.
I'm me and Clint, his brother, him and his older brother, Clint, our lead guitar player. We're more alike in that facet. And then him and Grady, the drummer, are the ones that go out to the bar more. But
yeah, we'll go bar hopping after a show.
Yeah.
And then, Paul.
Me and Clint, we're homebodies. We'll stay home and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's me.
Yeah. So no, I mean, we're open to all kinds of opportunities. Tuck said it best, man, you put your music out there and people who love it will find it. Right. If that's, you and John and a few other people, hey, so be it. We're going for it. If it's, based on the early provisions of Spotify and YouTube, we're getting great results, and we're going to continue to put music out, and we're going to put out more albums, and we'll continue to do it, whether we have 10 listeners or 10,000,
Right.
We'd love it to connect and take off and get to as many people, but we're not doing it for the money or any of that, it's hard. It's not like in the 80s when I was playing.
What money?
But we just enjoy the process. We enjoy entertaining people. You come to one of our shows, it's an upbeat, happy time. And it's like an arena show, but in a club,
Right.
It's just a good time.
Yeah, man.
Tell me a little bit about your family support.
My family support?
Yeah. How's your family?
They're fantastic. My mom and dad, they have always been believers in my brother and I down this music journey. And my dad was a stay-at-home dad, and he's no longer here with us. But my mom, she's an accountant, and so I think when Clint and I kind of went down this music road a long time ago, she was like, "Oh, well, we'll see," and like she kind of jokes like, "I kind of wish I had accountants, but at the same time, you guys are really good at this, this
Cool.
music thing." So she's extremely supportive, and so is our dad. Whatever it is, man, like they're there. So.
And what was your first job?
My first job?
Yeah.
It was, I actually worked at a pizza place, and I worked there for a few months a long time ago, and now I work at a liquor store part-time.
How about you, Paul? How's your family support?
You know what? I'm older, so my kids are grown. My wife we've been married 31 years.
You better get that.
I'm gonna get in trouble. She watches it. Over 30 years. And yeah, we're in our we've already done all the hard work. Now it's time to have fun, and I'm playing rock and roll with these young cats, and Grady's the same way. Grady moved here from Jersey.
Yep.
He lives in a little 1-bedroom apartment down in East Nashville, and
He's
plays
a waiter at a restaurant here in town.
But he plays he plays on, he'll play cover tunes on Broadway, and he's just diehard music guy. So we got great support, and the family's loves what we're doing, and their mom's close to your age, and she's out at the show, throwing her horns in the air with us.
Oh
yeah.
Wow. Once the album's released, will you do a tour?
We're open, which it's kind of depends on, I think what we'll do, the reality is these days is you do little runs.
Right.
We'd love to do a West Coast run, 5, 10, 12 dates, a mid-range run here we're in Nashville.
Right.
And Tuck, who knows the European crowd really well, has some connections for us there. We may end up doing one of those at some point, but we won't be doing, and even Taylor Swift doesn't go out for, 10 months, like Bon Jovi did back in '88,
no more.
Those, but I could see us doing some little runs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Totally.
And we're
West
looking
Coast, East Coast, Europe. That would be like fantastic.
Yeah,
to go over there.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We're all in a position where we can do that. Financially and just with job wise and stuff. We can make that happen.
Tate, when was the last concert you attended?
Probably the last like big rock show that I saw. I mean, I've seen a lot of my influences live, and so I kind of don't go see them anymore because I've seen a lot of them multiple times over the years. But man, it was probably Zach Sabbath at the Broken Bowl. Zach Wild, his Black Sabbath tribute show that he does. Last year, that was probably, or 2 years ago. Yeah, that was probably the last like big show that I've seen. So,
what concert most made an impact on you?
Well, definitely
the Bon Jovi one.
Definitely that Bon Jovi show for sure. My mom and I actually saw Motley Crue and Alice Cooper at the Hollywood Bowl in I think it was 2014. That was really cool. That was like really, really cool. See Motley Crue in your hometown of LA at the Hollywood Bowl, and like from your seat you can see the Hollywood sign up in the hills too. They're down there playing. It was awesome.
Wow. How about you, Paul?
Which concert? Which question? Last concert?
Yeah. What was the last concert?
Last concert was Wasp and Anthrax.
Wow.
And I saw Wasp and Anthrax in like '86 when the barricade collapsed in Sacramento, California. So it was kind of fun to see them again at the Ryman right here in Nashville. And Blackie was very humbled to be playing on hallowed ground, at the Ryman. It meant a lot to him, I could tell. And then, I mean, that Cinderella Bon Jovi at Cow Palace in like 87, 88, something like that was good. I also saw Poison in the clubs back in the day, and Guns N' Roses, back in the 80s. And, as an someone a little younger trying to reach where all those bands were, it was neat seeing those, looking back now. At the time I didn't realize it, like I'm seeing history, I'm seeing like Aerosmith, 10 years, 20 years earlier. And so being able to, reflect on that. So all those shows I used to attend, in Hollywood and up in Northern California and San Francisco, like I saw Vane before they hit, and it was all those club shows, like really, showed me what those bands had to do to grind, even if they didn't have the mega success.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I guess I got lucky because I worked for a magazine as a concert photographer, and all them bands you mentioned, I photographed them all. From Vane back in No Respect days and stuff like that. Pretty Boy Floyd, all them bands. Ozzy, Metallica, as you can see, picture behind me of Metallica. I took that one at JFK Stadium in Philadelphia. I shot Queen. I mean, you can't replace that.
No.
It
was a great time. And
actually, wait, Metallica was the last big rock show I went to. That's what it was back in May.
That's right. You saw them on the round stage tour.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Before Metallica,
Suicidal
it was Zach
Tendencies.
Sabbath. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was Limp Bizkit opened
Oh,
up. Yeah, yeah.
okay.
On that
Wow.
night. Yeah, yeah. But before Metallica, it was Zach Sabbath. But yes, the last like big rock show was definitely Metallica.
So
Yeah, I know. As he has James Hetfield back
James
there.
Hetfield, yeah.
That was in and Justice tour. So
Yeah.
that was really cool. So I just got lucky, you know.
Yeah.
So you guys, it was great talking to you. I can't wait for the album to come out. You say March about, right?
May 15th.
Yeah,
We might have some early releases, March, April, but officially May 15th will be available on all streaming platforms and be fully released by then.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it was great talking to you guys, and wish you the best. Great tunes, I love them. Would you like to say anything to the fans out there?
I'll go first and you go second, Tate.
Okay. All right.
I'll just say, hey, man, if you like kick-ass rock and roll, no AI, just, pure Marshalls and drums and real singing and stuff, check us out, enjoy the ride. And we love all the support we've gotten so far and the love so far with the songs.
Crank it up to 11. How about that?
Cool,
Crank it
cool.
up to 11.
Wow, cool. Thanks very much. I appreciate the chat. Talk to you later.
Hey, thank you
Thanks,
for
man.
supporting us. We appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.